Title: Alone in the Void, the Roblox Space Nightmare. It was a quiet night, the kind of silence only space could provide. Alex had always loved Roblox, spending countless hours building and exploring virtual worlds with friends. But tonight was different. A new game, Space Odyssey, had just been released. The description promised an exhilarating journey through space exploration, mystery, and cosmic wonders. Intrigued, Alex quickly joined the game, eager to see what the developers had created. The game loaded, and Alex found themselves in a sleek, futuristic spaceship, the Nova Star. The ship's interior was perfectly designed, all metallic surfaces gleaming under the soft hum of the engines. Outside the window, the vast emptiness of space stretched endlessly. Alex smiled. This was the perfect Roblox experience, a chance to explore the unknown. But something fell off. The game was eerily quiet. No other players seemed to be around, despite the fact that Space Odyssey had hundreds of active users. Alex checked the in-game chat, nothing. It was just them in this virtual expanse. Maybe it's just a glitch, Alex muttered to themselves, shrugging it off. They explored the ship, moving from room to room, admiring the interactive controls and flashing screens. It was an impressive build, and for a moment, Alex forgot the isolation. But then, a strange notification popped up on the screen. System error. Unauthorized presence detected. Alex's heart skipped. Unauthorized presence? The message blinked ominously on the screen before disappearing. They quickly glanced out the window, nothing. Just the endless void of space. Trying to shake off the feeling of unease, Alex moved to the cockpit. They tapped a few buttons, intending to start a mission or find some kind of objective, but instead, the ship's lights flickered and the temperature dropped suddenly. A chilling cold spread through the room. Suddenly, a voice crackled over the intercom. "You shouldn't be here." Alex froze, the hairs on the back of their neck standing up. The voice was distorted, robotic, but undeniably clear. It wasn't part of the game's intended experience. In fact, Alex hadn't heard anything like it before. They quickly checked the chat again, expecting some kind of prank or joke. Still nothing. "This is a game. Just a game." Alex repeated it to themselves, trying to calm their racing thoughts. But then, the ship's engines shut off. The entire space station around them began to drift aimlessly, no longer under the control of the player. Alex tried to bring the systems back online, but nothing responded. A loud thudding sound came from the lower levels of the ship, followed by whispers that echoed through the hallways, too faint to understand, but unmistakably there. Terror began to creep in. Alex sprinted down the corridors, frantically searching for another player or some hint of the game's purpose. The ship's walls seemed to shift as if mocking them, changing shape with each turn, like a maze that refused to let them escape. The whispers grew louder, now distinctly clear. "You're not alone, Alex." Alex stopped dead in their tracks. The voice had used their real name. How did it know? They turned, and there, standing in the darkened doorway, was a shadowy figure. It was impossible to make out any details, but the silhouette was unmistakable. A Roblox avatar, but with distorted features. Its face was cracked, its limbs elongated unnaturally. Its eyes glowed a pale blue, almost glowing like the lights of the spaceship. Who? Who are you? Alex's voice trembled. The figure didn't respond. Instead, it stepped forward, the sound of its movement echoing in the empty hall. Alex backed away, only to find themselves cornered. The figure raised its arm, and a chilling message appeared on the screen. Game over. The lights flickered one last time before the entire screen turned black. Then, a new notification popped up, one that Alex would never forget. You can't escape. You are trapped in this world. The game crashed. Alex sat there, frozen in fear, unable to process what had just happened. They tried to reload Roblox, but Space Odyssey was no longer listed in the games. It was as if the game had vanished from existence. But when Alex checked their friends' list, they noticed something odd. One new friend had been added. The username? The Void Awaits. Alex's screen flickered one more time, and a last message flashed before their eyes. You'll never escape the void. And that was the last time Alex was ever seen in Roblox. The game remained in the system, but nobody ever played it again. And sometimes, when you explore the empty space of Roblox's vast universe, you can still hear the faint whispers, reminding you that not all games are meant to be played.